video it. What am I about? Anyway, yeah, another half baked story from Mr. Marshall, the municipal tip near where I live, Todmorden. They've got a tip in Todd, and this is a few years ago now. This happened? This shit happened a few years ago. Todmorden tip was shut. You've got to sort the collar out. I live in Calderdale, the local authority that I bow down to is Calderdale, and they have a few places within the if you call it a district, the council area, the local authority, as we say in this country, the council. It's Calderdale, and Todmorden are in that. Todmorden. They're within that local authority. Well, the municipal tip at Todd was shut for many, many months, a couple of years ago. Because one of the employees there went berserk. Unlike the money calm bull, this chap won't calm at all. Went mental. One morning he let himself in, because he had keys. He had the keys, he did. And he decided, I'm fucking showing these cunts. And you've got, down the tip, you'll have a number of skips, different than big yakking great skips with doors on back. You've got a few of them. They're all different, want to be general waste, want to be garden waste, want to be cardboard and paper, want to be wood waste, metal waste, electrical items. They'll be all labelled up on that, and you put your waste into respective skip. And most sites, the bigger sites, of which Todmorden was one of the bigger sites, they'll have like this excavator thing. This big monstrosity. It's just like a big digger, an excavator. And it's got like a grab attachment. Instead of having a bucket on it, it's got like a grab attachment on it. And they use this to like pound down all the stuff in the skips. Just compress it a bit, get more shit in there before they oik them up onto the back of a wagon. So this employee, with that disgruntled, he thought, fuck these cunts. And he goes in one morning, early doors, and he fires up this. He locked himself into site because he had the keys. He fires up this excavator and proceeds to start trashing the place. I know it's not funny. No, it is funny. It is funny, yeah. Because armed police were called, apparently. Armed police? Bloke with a digger. He needs shooting. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, fair enough. Here in a country where nobody has any guns, oh, but Daniel, you can't go into a shop and buy a gun. And yet, we've got armed police units tooled up to the nines, who can be anywhere within their prospective constabulary in no time at all, with assault rifles. Okay. They routinely carry assault rifles here in the UK, jamming in 5.56. Here in a country where nobody has any. Anyway, that's for another video, that discussion. But anyway, so this bloke down tip, and he's smashing place up. They eventually get in and flipping arrest him and take him into custody and all that. And I'm reading this in an article in the local paper sometime after the fact, after he'd been sentenced. I think he got a fine or whatever. He'd committed some. He'd caused like £300,000-400,000 worth of damage down the tip to the to the collection skips they had. The tip was shut for months while they repaired it. But it was saying in an article that his managers had received complaints about him. So some bloke working down tip. I mean, funnily enough, I've been to tip quite regular just recently. And I cannot imagine anybody's behaviour down the tip fucking causing me to want to write a letter of complaint. I can't imagine what level of behaviour I would consider worthy of bothering my arse to write a letter of complaint. It would probably be an email. I mean, people don't write letters nowadays. Yeah. Ooh, I wouldn't have liked to have been on the end of that email. Really? Yeah. Big scary emails on its way. Don't get me fucking started. But yeah, so this bloke, like I say, this bloke was that disgruntled that people were writing in complaining about him, and yet he still had the keys to the place. Nobody, none at management had bothered their arse to think, I tell you what, maybe we need to take keys off him, just dress it up as some bollocks, just a bit of bullshit. Smatter a bit of bullshit on it and just get them fucking keys off him. Don't give him the opportunity to get into the site and smash the place up. Because that's the thing as well, council, I mean, historically, you get yourself a council job, it's awesome. It's awesome. Best thing in the world ever, working for the council. You're never going to earn a lot of money. But in good old days, you got a council job, you were going to get a pension that was like nice. You were actually going to be able to retire. You're going to be able to retire and not have to work. If you live long enough to retire, you will be able to retire and live a life. That was the thing about council work, getting a job on council. It would kind of, on one hand, it would look down on, but on the other hand, it's like, yeah, once you've got your feet under that table, nice one. You've got regular food, regular meals, 1, 2, 3. But therein lies the rub. That you go to tip, and you're not dealing with council employees anymore. They're like working for a company that has a contract to deal with the municipal waste, deal with the household waste. And so it's quite possible that geezer were like disgruntled to fuck because, he probably not had a pay rise in a good while. Or his current employer were actually probably expecting some fucking work out of him. His circumstances have probably changed. It's very possible. It's very possible. But what it does illustrate, to my mind, is the fact that there's a gulf between management and reality at a lot of places. As I say, this situation dragged on at the tip where this bloke worked so far. It dragged on for that long that he had the opportunity to do what he did. Just going to tip with some rubbish and encountering somebody that's so, the behaviour is so incredible that you feel engendered to complain about it. It amazes me, does that?